Before we begin, a word of caution. This isn't just a story, it's an experience. Some experiences are best faced alone, but even then, you might not be truly alone. There are things that thrive on your attention, on your very awareness. So, whatever you do, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, do not look behind you while watching this, because once you see it, once you acknowledge it, it becomes real, and it will never leave. Our story begins in an isolated place, a house nestled amongst gnarled, shadowy trees under a moonless night sky. Inside, a person, lost in thought, notices something peculiar, a shadow where no shadow should be. It defies the laws of light and physics, a dark stain against the vibrant pop art walls, refusing to shift. A flicker of unease, a moment of doubt. The mind tries to rationalize, to find a logical explanation for the impossible, but there is none. The shadow remains, a silent, unmoving sentinel, a void in the familiar. The air grows heavy, the silence oppressive. The vibrant pop art colors of the room seem to dim, losing their cheer. It's just a shadow, they tell themselves. But the mind knows better. The mind has seen something it shouldn't have, and once seen, once acknowledged, it begins to take root, a seed of dread planted in the fertile ground of awareness. The house, once a sanctuary, now feels like a cage. The silence, once comforting, now screams of unseen presence. They try to ignore it, to dismiss it as a trick of the light, a figment of an overactive imagination. But the mind, once awakened to the impossible, cannot unsee what it has perceived. The seed has begun to sprout. The entity, for that is what it is, feeds on this awareness. It grows stronger with every glance, every thought. It is a parasite of perception, a horror that manifests not through physical presence, but through the very act of noticing. Now, the subtle distortions become more pronounced. The world around them, once so vibrant, begins to warp. They catch glimpses, fleeting and terrifying. A movement in the periphery, a shape that shouldn't be there. The air grows colder, the silence deeper. Every creak of the house, every rustle of leaves outside, becomes a harbinger of dread. The entity is not just in the shadows, it is the shadows. It is the unseen, the unheard, the thing you almost perceive. It thrives on your fear, on the very act of acknowledging its existence. The more you notice, the stronger it becomes. The lines between reality and nightmare blur. The vibrant pop art world begins to fray at the edges, losing its definition. Every creak, every whisper of the wind, every shadow cast by the moon, now holds a sinister meaning. The entity is a master of psychological warfare, turning your own senses against you, making you question everything. Faces in paintings on the walls seem to shift their gaze, following your every move. The vibrant colors begin to bleed. The once cheerful pop art palette begins to dissolve, replaced by heavy, suffocating blacks and grays. The world darkens. The entity is not just a presence, it is a story. And the most terrifying part, it spreads through the very act of telling it. Every word spoken, every image shared, every thought given to its existence, fuels its insidious growth. You are not just watching a horror story, you are becoming a part of it. You are its unwitting accomplice. The vibrant world, once a beacon of color and life, is now nearly consumed by an oppressive, suffocating darkness. The air is thick with dread, the silence absolute. There is no escape, no turning back from what has been seen. The entity is here. It has always been here, waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to acknowledge. And now, as the story reaches its chilling end, the narrator stops speaking abruptly. The silence is deafening. A realistic, hide-tailed pale hand slowly reaches from the edge of the frame towards the narrator's shoulder. Wait, how long has that been standing behind you?